Hey guys, Zane here, aka Supernovaboi, and I'm here doing a questions and answers video, but on being HIV positive. Let's do it. Can you still have sex? Yes, you can still have sex. You can still have as much sex as you want. That doesn't really change anything. It's just, you just have to be more careful. It's just, you just have more to be careful of if you are going to have sex. You can definitely have sex still. All kinds of sex you can have. Can you still have sex? Yes, you can still have sex. You can still have as much sex as you want. That doesn't really change anything. It's just, you just have to be more careful. It's just, you just have more to be careful of if you are going to have sex. You can definitely have sex still. All kinds of sex you can have. How do you get it? You can get, okay, basically there are 4 main ways of getting HIV. Blood, semen, breast milk, and vaginal/rectal fluid. So basically blood, if an HIV positive person's blood gets into a HIV negative person's bloodstream, they can become positive. Semen, HIV positive semen in the vagina, you have a chance of becoming HIV positive. Positive semen in the ass, you have a chance of becoming positive. And bottoms actually are 10 times more likely to get HIV than tops, which makes sense. Breast milk. If an HIV positive mother is breastfeeding her HIV negative child, they have the chance of becoming positive, I believe. Vaginal rectal fluid, vaginal fluid and rectal fluid from a positive person, I guess, well, I'm not too sure about that one because there aren't really any signs. There aren't any cases of like a guy becoming positive from rimming a positive person's ass. So I'm not too sure about that one, but that was in the main 4 ways, so that's basically how you can get it. How did I get it? I got it by having unprotected sex with someone who was positive. Ways to prevent it. Standard. Wear condom. It's better to use water-based lubricants as well. There is something for negative, HIV negative people to take. It's called PrEP, and it's just it's something that they take to prevent chances of getting HIV. I believe it's only for negative people. Positive people can't take it because they already have it. But yeah, safe sex, just protection. Basically, all these are forms of protection. Did I experience any symptoms? I did. I already started kind of experiencing them, but they didn't seem too out of the blue for me. I started feeling very like fatigued, a lot of loss of appetite. My skin started to get, especially my hands started to get really itchy. Like my skin kind of got like hot and like itchy, like sensation, and then it would go away. I'd be like, oh, that's weird. You know, there was some diarrhea going on. I was like, okay, maybe it was just something I ate, you know? And then when I found out, I started experiencing something even more, which also can be like a placebo effect too. And then I started taking medication, and all my symptoms are gone. I'm like much better. How did I find out? I found out by I was doing a routine STD check, and I didn't think I had it. But I was just doing it for routine because, you know, I had been sexually active. And, you know, I went in for it, and that's when they called me back for the results. That's when I found out. My reaction, I was pretty much just like, alright, literally he told me, the doctor sat me down, and he was like, let's want to discuss your HIV results. It came up positive. And he was like, you know, like, how are you feeling? And I literally, basically just like that, like, they probably have to tell so many people this. He just said it like that, which is like, I was told what I needed to hear, and I basically was just like, okay, so what next? Like, when can I start treatment? When can I like start taking care of this? And that was pretty much my reaction. Like initially, that was my reaction. Do I tell my sexual partners? I do. If having oral sex, I don't always tell them because there's no cases of it ever being transmitted orally, or if they're like, yeah, whether they're rimming me or going or a blowjob, it's not gonna, there's no cases of it ever transferring through oral sex. If they ask me, then I do tell them. But if we are going to have sex, I will make it a point to tell you before we have sex, because I don't really care who you are. Even though we are using a condom, I still want to let you know, so that if you find out later, it's not like I was keeping anything from you, you know? And when I do tell people, usually I can see what kind of a person they are by their reaction. And then that kind of also lets me know, like, if I want to continue and like actually go through with having sex with them. Is it just as dangerous to have sex with another positive person? It's not just as dangerous positivity wise, it's just as dangerous when it comes to like all other STDs or pregnancies. Condoms don't just keep you from AIDS or babies. It keeps you from all sexually transmitted diseases, infections. So it's not really a bad thing for me to have unprotected sex with another positive person. If they're completely clean in every aspect, there's no risk. But if they're positive but they have like gonorrhea, I can still contract gonorrhea. Am I more aware and careful of my lifestyle and diet? I definitely am than I was before I've quit smoking. Like, I quit smoking before I even found out, but now I've like made it a point not to really smoke at all, even if I'm drunk. So I won't smoke socially. I just smoke weed, which is good because weed is good for cancer patients and people who are positive. It kills white blood cells that can cause cancer and HIV. So I smoke weed, that's the only thing I smoke. I exercise a lot more, I do a lot more running, I eat better now. Actually, starting in September, I'm going to be a vegetarian again. I'm going to go back to being vegetarian. Or at least pescatarian, just to cut out all meats except for fish. But I might just cut out fish too. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to keep myself healthy and my immune system up, because my immune system is complete shit now from this, because it wrecks your immune system. That's why people get so sick and die from these things, if they're not on their medication. But I'm completely healthy and I'm keeping myself that way. How can you be perfectly healthy and still be positive? By taking your meds daily and staying on them. By eating healthy and living right. If you have a healthy mind, you have a healthy body, you're going to have a healthy life. If I'm an HIV positive person and I neglect to take my medication, I neglect to take care of myself, I will get very sick, and it will then become an AIDS situation, and I will sooner or later die from having it. So I can live a perfectly happy and healthy life by following those 3 easy steps. Take a medication, take care of myself, and live a healthy life. Does it affect my daily life? Not daily. The only thing that I really have to deal with as a reminder every single day is, well, in the morning I take my 1 pill, I take my medication, and that's basically my reminder that I'm HIV positive. It might affect me later when it comes to just in certain situations. If I'm talking to someone and I tell them, they might have a negative reaction, and then it would affect my life then. Not really daily. It's just the medication that I take every day is the only like change that I really have to go through every single day. Last question, how am I doing? I'm doing a lot better than I was earlier in the year. I wasn't even doing that much YouTubing earlier in the year just because I was also in school, and I was like really not trying to drop out of school, because I started school a month after. I started school and medication on the same exact day. So, and that was me taking medication every single day for the rest of my life, which is something I had to cope with. So I was kind of just like super distracted for like months. But I'm much better. I'm much better now. I don't really get too into it because I am still going to do my HIV positive story, and that's when I'm going to go into like every single like dark corner. But I'm doing absolutely much better now. So thank you for asking. Alright, this is my questions and answers video for being HIV positive. I'm probably gonna do another one if I get more different questions. But I think I covered I covered the basics, I would like to think, in this video. I hope this helped out a lot of you. I hope this educated a bunch of you. So until next time, I'm Zane, aka Supernovaboi. Don't forget to subscribe for more question and answers and lifestyle videos. Stay positive. Hey guys, Zane here, aka Supernovaboi, and I'm here with another commenting on comments episode. I don't know, something, but it's a new one. I'm high.